It was a chilly autumn afternoon when Sarah sat on a park bench, clutching her little daughter Lily close to her chest. Her hands trembled, not from the cold, but from the weight of her situation. The smell of food from the nearby restaurant filled the air, and Lily's tiny voice broke the silence. "Mommy, I'm hungry," she whispered. Sarah's heart shattered. She had just lost her second job that week, her rent was overdue, and her fridge at home was nearly empty. She had been trying to hold it together, but that small, innocent voice was more than she could bear. She wiped away her tears, stood up, and walked toward the restaurant patio where people sat laughing, eating, and sipping wine as if they had no care in the world. At one of the tables sat a man in a navy blue suit, eating alone. He looked important, confident, composed. Sarah hesitated, her heart pounding. Then she took a deep breath and approached him. "Please, sir," she said softly, her voice breaking. "My daughter's hungry. Can you spare something for her to eat?" Before we go on with this story, if you believe kindness still has the power to change the world, please take a second to subscribe to Kindness in Action. Like this video, share it with someone who needs a reminder that compassion still exists, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Your support helps us keep spreading stories that touch the heart. The man looked up, startled. His fork froze midair as he studied the woman standing before him, tired eyes, messy hair, a child clinging to her side. For a moment, he didn't know what to say. He was used to people asking him for money, but something about her felt different. There was no greed in her eyes, only desperation and love. "What's your name?" he asked gently. "Sarah," she replied. "And this is Lily." He nodded, motioned to the empty chair across from him, and said, "Please, sit." Sarah hesitated. "Oh, no, sir, I don't want to bother you. I insist," he said firmly, but kindly. "Let's get your daughter something to eat." He waved to the waiter and ordered a warm meal for both of them. Sarah's eyes welled up as she tried to thank him, but the words got stuck in her throat. Lily climbed into her mother's lap and smiled shyly as the waiter brought out a small plate of pasta and bread. "Eat, sweetheart," Sarah whispered, helping her daughter with the fork. As Lily ate hungrily, the man just sat quietly, watching the two of them. Finally, he spoke. "You remind me of someone," he said softly. "My mother. She raised me alone too. We didn't have much, but she always made sure I never went to bed hungry." Sarah looked up, surprised. "You understand, then," she said. He nodded. "More than you think." Over the next hour, they talked. Sarah shared her story, how she had been laid off when her company downsized, how she was working 2 part-time jobs to make ends meet, and how every day felt like a fight to keep her little girl safe and fed. The man listened intently, without interrupting. His name was Daniel. He was a businessman, wealthy, yes, but he didn't act like the arrogant kind you see in movies. There was warmth in his voice and sincerity in his eyes. When they finished eating, Sarah tried to stand up and thank him again, but Daniel stopped her. "Sarah," he said, "you don't owe me thanks. You owe yourself a break. You're doing everything you can for your daughter. That's something to be proud of." Tears streamed down her face as she nodded. But what he said next changed everything. "Listen," he continued, "I own a small marketing firm downtown. We're looking for an assistant. It's full-time, with benefits. I don't know your background, but something tells me you're hardworking and honest. Would you be interested?" Sarah's mouth fell open. She thought she'd misheard him. You're serious?" He smiled. "Completely." She could barely speak. I don't know what to say." "Thank you. Just promise me one thing," Daniel said. "When you're back on your feet, and you see someone else struggling, help them." Pass it on. 2 months later, Sarah was sitting at her new desk in Daniel's office, her daughter in daycare, and her life slowly coming back together. She worked hard, learned quickly, and soon became one of the most reliable employees at the firm. One day, Daniel stopped by her desk and handed her a small envelope. Inside was a note that read, "For Lily's future. Keep believing in kindness." Along with it was a college savings bond in her daughter's name. Sarah broke down in tears right there. Daniel just smiled and said, "My mother once told me that the best investment you can make isn't in stocks or property, it's in people." Years passed. Lily grew up watching her mother work hard, grateful for every opportunity they'd been given. When she graduated from high school, She wrote her college essay about that day, the day a stranger chose kindness over judgment. Her words were simple but powerful. My mother taught me that kindness is the bridge between strangers. One act of compassion changed our lives forever, and I plan to keep building those bridges wherever I go. The essay went viral online, inspiring millions of people who read it. Messages poured in from around the world, stories of generosity, forgiveness, and second chances. Sarah and Daniel stayed in touch over the years. He attended Lily's graduation, proud and teary-eyed. And as Lily hugged him, she whispered, "Thank you for helping my mom when nobody else did." Daniel smiled and said, "Don't thank me. Thank kindness. It's the real miracle here." So the next time you see someone struggling, remember Sarah and Lily. Remember that one small act of compassion can ripple through generations. You don't have to be rich to make a difference, you just have to care, because kindness doesn't cost a thing, but its value is beyond measure. Thank you for watching Kindness in Action. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to help us keep spreading love and hope, one story at a time. And remember, even the smallest act of kindness can change someone's world.